Yo! And this is episode 14, and episode 13 was unlucky for me. Yeah, I had a UDK crash right at the end, so I lost almost everything. Well, everything I did that episode. But I didn't really lose it because UDK has this annoying feature of auto-saving. I say annoying because when you're in the middle of something and you're trying to do something, there's a little box pops up and says autosave, and that is damn annoying. But when UDK does decide to crash, it is extremely helpful to have that autosave. So, the autosave saves in its own folder. So, I'm going to go to my folder, go back. And in here, this is my Beta 4 SDK. In UDK game, we have an autosave folder. We have maps and packages. You can actually open up the maps from here, but it won't open up the autosave packages. So, in order to get the autosave packages into the game, you need to create a copy. Go back, find where you saved your package. Should be under Content, Renegade X, Environment, and whatnot. Mine is actually here. So I'm going to paste. I have an auto 9. I should have auto whatever. In here, I've got this date modified, so everything that got saved last goes to the top. So I know these two are my most recent, but yeah, we find out where my crap is again. So in here I pasted in I pasted it in here somewhere. There it is. This. Sometimes when it's auto-saving and crashes, you actually lose half of what's in that stuff. So what I usually do is rename your package, that your original package that's in the folder, to .back or .backup. I already have a .back, so it's all good. I can actually delete this because I literally just done this and messed up the recording because the mic wasn't on. Yeah, so yeah, then we come down here and rename this to the original name. So we just get rid of the auto and the underscore, and now we have a working directory. You can do the same with a map, but I'm actually going to load the map up from the autosave package because it's easier for me. I didn't build scripts there because the current version messes up. If you build scripts, I can't join a Beta 4 server, so that's the reason I didn't build scripts. If you ever do change scripts, I suggest you do build scripts. So yeah, let's open up this thing. Usually I'd just come here and open, and hello Ripel, you git. Okay, I'll be back in literally a second. Okay, sorry about that. So yeah, we can open up a map. I'd usually open up a map here, but because it was an autosave, this directory is invalid, even though it isn't, because the map still exists in that directory, but a newer map exists in the autosave directory. So I'm going to go back to UDK game, go to autosave, and again I'm going to press date modified. So the newest date, so date and time pops to the top, and I know that that's the right map. I'm going to get some load errors, I'm not worried about that. So yeah, we have our map back, which is friggin' awesome, and we have that material. Actually, I'm going to have a look at this material because of the normal. I did use a funky normal. Yeah, it looks pretty good actually. So, next thing. I want to work on this material a bit more. Hello! Yes, I know about you, go away. We're going to find the material. For some reason that's all messed up. If you can ever find the material of the material instant, all you have to do is find the parent. So this is the parent. I'm just going to click on that and automatically go there. Which is friggin' awesome! Right. So, I'm going to expand on what I did yesterday. With getting these... getting more out of these textures. Alright. So, what do I need? This is the question. Well, I have grass, I have mud, I have rock, I have sand. Is there anything I want in between? Yes, I actually want a grassy, muddy texture. So what I'm going to do is come here, I'm going to find... I'm going to call it grass 2 probably. So I'm going to click on both of these blend nodes, get a new layer. I'm going to call it grass 2 because this is a grass layer. I could have called it grass mud or whatever, but it doesn't really matter what I call it as long as I know what it is. I could call it layer 7 or whatever. So here I want to bring these two together, but what I want to do is I want a new lerp. Right, the plan here is to bring the small texture of the grass and the small texture of the dirt, and dump that into grass 2, and right, I want to use this here. I already made this up earlier. It's almost an exact replica of this, just with a different scale, and I've darkened it a little bit with a multiply. I just multiplied it by itself to basically darken and lighten. It makes it more contrasty. So I'm just going to dump that in there, and I want to do exactly the same thing for the normal. So I'm just going to bring this down here. This is the grass normal small, and this is the mud normal small. And I just want to slap that into here. I could have done the same here. In fact, I will. I'll use this up here for the sand as well. Thinking about it, as I don't want it to be exactly the same as a normal sand. So this is sand 2. Well, I don't need to do that actually because it automatically does it. Right, so now we've added a new dirt and grass. I could add a new colouring thing to it. I may do later, but right now I don't particularly need to because I want to keep the same colours. So I'm going to edit, add grass 2 plus. You can see what's going on here. Well, I would zoom in, but I can't. Just do that for now, and I'll show you exactly what's going on. It's putting mud patches in for me. Okay, I need to rebuild lights obviously, and put a weight on them. Let's put a weight on these. So this is it's not really cheating as such. I could have done this from the get-go, but I needed a totally flat layer of grass because I don't want mud patches everywhere. I just want them in certain spots, primarily around the grass. So you can pretty much see the difference now. But this has natural patching, while this doesn't. This is patching I've put in myself. This has natural patching that I can control willy-nilly. Probably what I'll do though is switch the layers around, which I have to do within the material itself to just basically switch them so that what the dirt is and what the grass is will be switched, so dirt will become grass and grass will become dirt. So let's do that. I'll tell you what I will do actually, we'll bring off this lerp because we already have that patching involved, and it will, where's this coming from now? And it will match this other grass and this other mud. So we'll do that, and this should switch. Bum bum bum. Just like that. It's a bit nasty at the moment, so what I can do is find this. I'm going to put a number into this multiplier instead of using instead of using two of the same lines into this multiplier. I can control this with a number. So what I want to do is I want a vector. No, not a vector. Is that a vector? I can't remember what it is. Well, I've already got one here somewhere. It would be this here. No, is that it? No, it's this. It's just basically exactly the same thing we use for getting numbers into these texture chords. So what we'll do is just do that. And this, yeah, we'll rename this, or what can we name this? It would be grass mud patch size, no, patch contrast. Right, and we'll also go like this. Steal this multiplier as well. We'll patch that into there, patch that into there, patch that into there. This can become size, and this here, I don't know what number this is. It's 15, so no, I'll call that 1, and this number would be something like 0.005. No. Yeah, that's better. And this number I'll just stick to 20 for now. See what happens. Okay, 0.02 should make it darker. 0.2. Should be really doing this on the fly, but yeah, that's made it darker. Let's compile that and we can change it on the fly in the mic. And you can notice that I haven't changed the texture samples. I've basically kept the same amount of texture samples. I can multiple use them, and I'm getting more and more detail out of them, which is friggin' awesome. Right, now you can see nothing's actually happening here. So if we come into the mic and autosave, and it's probably going to crash again. Please don't crash. It's crashed. No, it hasn't crashed. Good. Or has it? I don't know. Ah, it's crashed. Great. I will be back in a minute yet again. Okay, so we're back. Let me find this mic. So now we have some new settings in Scalar. We should have that grass mud patch and size. So let's see what's going on. Patch size. Put a 1 in here. 1.2. 2. Oop, no. Yeah, now we can see what's going on. And this grass patch size, I wouldn't mind putting that up a bit, so we'll just stick another 0 in. That's gone a bit too much, so we'll just keep it at 5, 2.5 maybe. Yeah, and just stick this back down to 1, or maybe 1.6. No, 1.2. Yeah, 1.2 is good. As I said, we can do what the hell we want with this now. I can set up multiple versions of this for different things, so I could have a sand versus mud, just to go around the side. A sand versus a wet sand versus dry sand, to get some really funky stuff going. But yeah, the whole point of this is maximizing texture usage. As I said, I can actually change all these colors as well to make them look totally different. I could turn this gravel into a sandy gravel, and basically get a height map off here and overlay the rocky parts onto the sand. That's what I'll probably end up doing to get this boundary a bit more subtle and whatnot. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to try and save down, find out why this is crashing. Sorry if this is a short one. I just wanted to show you that because it's a handy thing. Probably next episode I'll be working on the bases again and whatnot. Then later on we'll be going back to materials when we can actually figure out what I need. But other than that, thanks for watching. Ta-ra.